Okay, so good morning, guys. I'm back out here on this pretty chilly morning. To talk about a topic that's pretty big in the car community right now, and that's why and how Salomondrin's McLaren Senna burnt down. Now, a little backstory: I've been watching Salomondrin since he had like I want to say like 75,000 subscribers back when he had his Hellcat. When he was one of the first ones to get a Hellcat, and I admire to be like him one day. Like I even hope to like meet him one day. He's a great person, and his personality is just through video and through like everything he does is just on another level. Like, let me show you the post that he just recently posted. I think it was a couple days ago, probably yesterday. It was 2 days ago, and literally, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it literally says, "Never look back, live in the now. Happy New Year's to you all, to new beginnings." And pretty much like that just says it all for me because this guy's like he had to pay $500,000 over a sticker for this McLaren Senna because they wouldn't give him one. It's a limited production car, and his burnt. No one really knows why. I don't even think he knows why yet. We can all assume that it was an engine fire. I believe a couple of months ago, a McLaren 720S burnt because of an engine fire, and now last month a McLaren Senna crashed in England, in London, and this month one burnt. And if you know Salomondrin, I hope you can hear me over that. But if you know Salomondrin, you know that he doesn't mod his cars. He's not like Street Speed. He's not like Do It with Dan. He doesn't mod his cars. The most he's done is like the Raptor, but he doesn't mod it for performance. Like all of his luxury exotic cars are pretty much stock unless it's a wrap. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that this was on McLaren's side and not his because he's not a more like power kind of guy. He just drives the car as it's meant to be driven. And I'm pretty sure we all can agree on that. So there's some people out there that are just hating on him and like, that's what you get. But those are just haters. Like Salomondrin's not like other YouTubers. Like there's a big one out there, Tall Guy Car Reviews. No, I have nothing against Tall Guy Car Reviews. I don't agree with what like the way he just did about that. You have to pay to be a part of his G Squad for the comments or whatever. But he's not like that. He doesn't money gouge. He promotes his own business and he promotes his website. And but he doesn't. He's never said, "Oh, well, you have to be part of this" or something like that. And he's just a businessman. At the end of the day, it's a business, and I can see where Corey was coming from. But to say that like you're happy that someone's $1 million plus car burnt to the ground is just extremely selfish and it's extremely hateful. Because what if you were in his shoes? What if you had a McLaren and you had the money to buy whatever you wanted and your car burnt to the ground? Now, granted, insurance is probably going to cover this, but that's still $1 million. Like, imagine if your $1 million house burnt to the ground. Would you want people to laugh at you? Would you want people to spite you because they envy what you have? So I think we should all stop hating on the fact that his Senna burnt down. It was a beautiful spec, but we need to start encouraging. Like a lot of the comments are encouraging, but there's some comments in there that are just so hateful, and I'm like, what? And even Street Speed even said it. Like Street Speed said that on his 720, if his 720 crashed or something like that, if he crashed it, there will be people out there that said, that's what you'd get. And that just makes no sense to me. So apparently he was just driving in his Senna and it caught on fire. As you can see, like in the pictures, like it doesn't look like he hit a curb or anything. So everyone's on the same page about he did not crash his car. And if you've seen him, he's not like MotorTube. He's not like any of these other YouTubers that race. He doesn't really race his car. Like if you saw when he raced his new Porsche, I think it was a GT2 RS, when he got it, the black one, and he raced it against his 720, it was literally a roll race from like 50 miles to like probably 55. Like he didn't give it the beans. He's not a reckless driver. So I think we need to stop all the hate on him and lift him up and encourage him, because I don't think he cares about the hate comments, but it's just discouraging to see the car community just bashing someone when their $1 million+ car burnt to the ground. Granted, that never happens, but it literally just happened to a public figure. Most of the McLaren Senna owners, they're kind of like rich people that don't like to be put in the spotlight. But when a McLaren Senna that burns to the ground belongs to someone that's in the spotlight, it puts a light on it. And McLaren has to do something about this, and they have to do something right, because if they do something wrong, same thing he did to Porsche, he can really, really screw that company, because everyone listens to him. He's, as far as exotics go on YouTube, he's pretty much the guy, like the guy to go to. He hates Porsche, and I can see why in some ways, but in other ways, it's like, to us commoners, who doesn't want to own a Porsche? So yeah, this was just a quick like talking to you about what happened to his car and the main rundown of, we're just waiting for him to release a video on it so we all know exactly what happened to it. But as far as it looks, it just looks like it was an engine fire. Mistakes happen, defects are out there, but when it burns down to the ground, making 2018 Mustang GTs and those transmission problems look like a little slap on the hand compared to this. So you guys have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.